Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome to Jagged Alliance 3. Special thanks to Haemimont Games and THQ Nordic for sending me an early copy. Full disclosure, this is my second time trying to record this video, because the first time I just got so bogged down in the minutia of the mercenaries and the mechanics that we never ended up having any actual gunfights, So, you know, let's maybe give this another shot, maybe. I would like to clear at least 2 sectors. But that said, I figure team building is going to be the first half of the video, and then the second half, that'll be where all the action is. Oh, and I should also say, before we get started, Jagged Alliance 2, you know, it's a fantastic game, but it's also been mythologized to such a degree that I don't think any sequel or spin-off would ever live up to the expectations it set. That said, this is a pretty fun and solid game, but I'll let you judge for yourselves. Let's get in there, shall we? Jagged Alliance 3. We'll go ahead and name our save branch so I don't accidentally save over it. And difficulty. You know, I haven't had nearly as much time with this game as I'd like, but I feel like I've got the basics down. Yeah, let's go Commando. Inappropriate. And then we'll take a pass on the various other difficulty modifiers. This is a pre-launch press build, so better safe than sorry. Yeah. I do appreciate the granularity, though. Rather than having a single Iron Man mode, they have multiple pseudo Iron Man settings, which you can mix and match as wanted. Oh, that's interesting. I'm always a fan of cinematic camera angles. Might get old. If it does, we'll just disable it. Oh, yes, and there's your "it was a different era" social disclaimer.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
This is Emile. Thank you for agreeing to help me find my father. I don't have much time to talk. I've been told it's no longer safe for me here, so I'm preparing to leave. I can't believe a city that only a few months ago was filled with joy and hope is now a place of fear and suspicion. But perhaps that tells you just how important my father is to this country. You see, Alphonse Lafontaine is much more than just the president. He is the symbol of my people's faith in a brighter future for Grand Chien. Since his abduction, that faith has been shaken. Things like law and justice are fragile concepts here, and the political enemies my father made are already calling for emergency powers to be invoked. I don't know if they are behind the kidnapping, but I am sure they are planning to take advantage of it. The person who took my father calls himself the Measure. I haven't been able to find out who he really is, but everyone knows what he wants. He has demanded the entire Ajani River Valley be given to him. His followers, who call themselves the Legion, have already seized most of it. But he has vowed to execute my father should the government attempt to intervene. I've wired the money you requested. Please, assemble your team and come meet me on Ernier Island at Corazon Santiago's villa. She is the Adonis representative I told you about in my email. Her diamond mining operations can help with additional funding should you need it. My car is here. I have to go. I'll have more details for you when we meet.
Welcome back to the A.I.M. recruitment website. Now we'll be doing a lot of skimming for the sake of brevity, just to keep things moving, but as it says there, we need to hire at least 3 mercenaries. So let's see who's available. Okay, well this isn't... Oh, well... Okay, our only affordable explosives expert is currently unavailable. That's unfortunate. And we definitely want Mouse, returning from Jagged Alliance Deadly Games. I love that they dug a little deeper with some of these returning characters. They didn't just go with the alumni from JA2. Though they didn't go as deep as I would have liked. There are a number of other characters I would have loved to see come back, but we do still have a lot of familiar faces here. And every character now has a unique trait that only they have. Those are the ones in blue. And, you know, I'm sure people will have comprehensive lists posted pretty quickly as this game goes live, so I'm not going to worry about going over all of those one by one. Now, there are higher tiers of mercenaries available, who of course come with higher price tags. In fact, in my previous test game, I actually did hire one of them. I hired Wolf, because he's a fantastic jack-of-all-trades who can fill pretty much any gap you have in your roster. But boy, do you pay for it. Likewise, I was very tempted to go for Dr. Q, but again, this early in the game, it's just not a great idea. I mean, it's definitely workable. Oh man, Tex. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely workable, but the only people you definitely can't recruit are these guys, the legendary mercenaries. They're all locked behind the gold threshold, which, don't worry, isn't an out-of-game microtransaction thing. In fact, it's an in-game pretend microtransaction thing, sort of. Once you're far enough along, once you've built up enough of a reputation, A.I.M. will send you an email inviting you to join their gold program for a nominal fee, at which point you can then recruit the most notorious elite that Jagged Alliance has to offer. Minus Mike, of course. He was slightly too dead to show up this time around. Ah, Mike. I miss you, man. That's it. I think it's pretty obvious I've always favored the underdogs over the elite. So we are just going to fill our entire roster with the rookies. Though we do want a fairly even spread. We need a medic, we need well, we can't get an explosives expert. We need a gearhead, and we need at least 1 or 2 grunts. So medic's easy. We'll go Fox. Gearhead is going to be one of these two, both of whom are new characters that I am unfamiliar with. Oh, wow. Though looking at Kalina, she's not a great mechanic. She's only got a 67 in mechanics. Whereas she has an 80 in marksmanship, which is better than most of the other rookies, I think. Except for maybe Yuri Omrin here, one of the other newbies. Interesting. Okay, well, I mean, Kalina's cheaper than Omrin. And she has a decent leadership, so she'd be good for training militia. Yeah, you know what? I've never tried Livewire or Kalina before, so we'll take both of them. And what's that? That'll be 18,000 plus medical. That'll only leave us with about $10,000, but that is still enough to grab Grizzly. Good old Grizzly, one of the cheapest, most reliable mooks on the roster. Yeah, I think we've got a game plan here. Let's make sure no one actually turns us down.
Hi, Mouse here. You want me for a mission, right?
And of course, you can secure longer contracts for less per day. It is the most economical way of doing things, but right now we just need to fill the roster. We'll worry about renegotiating later.
Great! Oh, now I have to tell Stella. She will be a nightmare. She still can't get used to retirement.
Right, Stella. Man, that takes me back. I haven't played Deadly Games in a decade at least. I haven't really dug into it much, but they do have bios for every recruitable mercenary, updating their official continuities and giving fun nods back to the previous games. Let's get our medic on board.
Fox here. If this is about a job, I'm all ears. Well, that's not completely true. I have other parts, too. Okay, it's a deal. By the way, I hear Wolf is available, and I love working with him. I'd be so appreciative if you hired him too.
Yeah, I'd love to do that, Fox, but he also costs like $12,000, and I would like to have an actual full squad this time. I will get Grizz, though. She likes Grizzly. So that, at least, should be no problem. No idea what the preferences on these two are, though. Livewire and Kalina. It's always a risk when dealing with unfamiliar mercs. Though they both seem like fairly genial, friendly folks. Oh wow, and look at that. Livewire's got 94 in wisdom. That's fantastic. Yeah, we'll definitely grab her.
Hello there. Are you in need of my skills? Ah, fantabulous! When do we start? Where are we going? Oh, will there be candy there, or should I bring my own?
Well, she certainly seems chipper. How about you, Kalina? What's your deal? Though actually, we should secure Grizzly first.
Bornell here. What do you want?
Oh, wow. He doesn't even require a medical deposit. That's bold.
Excellent! I've been looking for some fun.
Alright, okay, so that actually leaves us slightly higher than I thought we'd be. Let's grab Kalina.
Hello, talking computer. I am Kalina. Nice to meet you. Are you offering a job?
Yes? Yes, I am.
My babushka needs a new stove. I cannot always be fixing this one if I am to go on an adventure with you. Give me more money for a new stove, please.
Yeah, okay.
Bye-bye, talking computer. Nice of you to send me on an adventure.
I'm sorry, what's your wisdom score? Ah, right, yeah, I guess that would explain a few things. Huh. Well, I mean, she seems nice enough. Let's review what we've got real quick, just to see what areas we need to shore up with our custom merc. Explosives, right? So off to the Institute for Mercenary Profiling we go. I think it's $7,000, so we should have enough. Yes, okay, we're good. And we will, of course, take the PET. How could we not? Lay it on me, PET. The following test will put you in a series of hypothetical situations which may or may not be based on real information about you that could have been provided by our partners. Please lay back and pick one answer for each of the provided questions. You are advised to answer as honestly as possible. Question 1. It's a sunny day, you're enjoying a rest from mercenary work and are at your favorite place, which is... Alright, let's lay down a foundation for marksmanship. The shooting range. You're drawing obscene pictures on the targets with bullet holes. Though we do need to make sure we have agility, marksmanship, and a lot of explosives. Question 2. You finished your previous assignment 6 months ago when... Sniping would definitely bump marksman. Infiltration would definitely be agility. Let's go marksman again, but we'll do agility and explosives from here on out. Question 3. Yet you made some new enemies with that mission. What happened? Oh, you know, nothing spectacular. Cars exploding, buildings demolished, a satellite falling down from low orbit. Just the usual amount of indiscriminate justice. As happens. Question 4. Suddenly your pager bleeps out a new email from youdinow@hackmail.com. You raise an eyebrow, open your outbook, and read this. You will pay for your transgressions. We know where you live. There is a photo of your front porch attached. How much are you concerned? Homing missiles feel like they'd be explosive. Dogs would be wisdom. I mean, landmines are definitely explosives. You're annoyed. When the landmines in your yard go off, the body parts will land in your neighbor's lawn, and you'll never hear the end of it. Question 5. You're almost home when a stranger in a trench coat appears and stands in your way. Psst! Hey, what do you say about some good stuff? What is your response? Sure, want to buy some? Okay, so detonators, definitely explosives. About time. You're here with the detonators, right? Sorry, I didn't recognize you. There seems to be a lot of turnover in your job. Question 6. With a flash of steel, the stranger pulls a knife from his coat. Hands up, Merc. You walked right into our trap. You almost dropped your grenade, laughing. I feel like we might be piling it too much on explosives, though. Let's go for agility? You show him your favorite hobby, limb origami. Though that one might actually be strand. Question 7. Kill me if you want, he yells. You're dead already. You just don't know it yet. Okay, sorry. It has to be this one. You kill him. Not that you needed his permission, but it feels better with it. Yes. Question 8. When you finally get home, you see there are tracks on the lawn and the front door of your house is ajar. What do? Oh, origami might have been dexterity, but this one is definitely agility. You grab a knife and go in through the window. Question 9. Inside, there's another surprise in the form of 2 armed intruders. Both very, very dead. You investigate the remains to determine the cause of death. And yeah, we've got yet another explosives option there. But, you know, let's not completely tank wisdom. They just died of joy and laughter. Those happen to be the names of your favorite Rottweilers. Though in my case, it's my favorite murder cats, Reign of Terror and Kaiser One Fang. Yeah, I'm talking to you. And I feel like that should give us a pretty even spread. Might have gone a little light on explosives, but we will get a chance to adjust it. Question 10. All's well that ends well, except maybe not so well for those thugs. What do you do next? Search the bodies for weapons, ammo, and valuables. This is just how nature works. Cows give us milk, hens give us eggs, and bad guys give us loot. Outcome. Your personality type is Mediator, INFP. You are careful, quiet, and reserved. You enjoy spending time alone, and you perform well when you are far away from others. But you are not shy. You are fully capable of dealing with social situations, and then quickly escape before they discover the bodies. Accurate, yes. Your dominant psychological need is competence. The world is your playground. You strive to gain mastery in a given field of work or study, or indeed in all of them. You are driven by the desire to succeed in your endeavors, and sometimes with no heed of the means necessary or the body count. Your spirit animal is the tiger. Wow. You know, you can't spell impressed without IMP, and I am very I.M.pressed. That is way more accurate than my character in the test game I was running. He was just a psychopath who liked killing people for money. Now, sadly, there aren't a lot of portraits to choose from, but we will go with Aged Asian Man. And there's already a character named Raider, or with callsign Raider, so I guess I will be name redacted. And then nickname will go Retcon. Though I am very tempted to go with something like Tiger or Swamp Cat. But might as well stick with a classic. As for attributes, we're actually not bad off here. Explosives are a little lower than they should be. Wisdom is bottomed out. That is not ideal. Okay, 1 second. Let me adjust some things here real quick. Wow, we ended up with way more agility and dexterity than I would have expected. We already have a medic. We don't need to worry about that. We'll bump explosives up. We have a dedicated mechanic, so I think we can drop that a little. We'll round strength up just slightly. I believe every 10 points is an extra inventory slot. Leadership's fine. Man, that wisdom. You know what? That's fine. It's an accurate representation. I am old and stuck in my ways, resistant to change. My character might as well be the same way. Hopefully that won't slow down our progression too much, but we'll see. I think that's fine. As for our tactical perks, they have a modest assortment for us to choose from. Ooh, teacher would be nice. Then again, with a wisdom of 30, we're not exactly teacher material. And throwing's a pretty solid option for an explosives expert. As is heavy weapons. I mean, we're not going to be running around with a machine gun, but high explosives are another thing entirely. Yeah, you know, I think this looks fine. It is not a perfect mix of characters. If I really wanted to agonize over it, I'd trim points off things, boost our wisdom, but for the purposes of this series, I think we're fine. Let's go shoot some bad guys.
Journey is done. I'm ready for the next quest.
Yes, thank you, Kalena. You know, I'd poke fun at her, but I don't think I really have much room to judge. Okay, we're in. And stealth mode.
I'm good at being overlooked.
He's got an overview of what we're going into. No enemies in sight, obviously, and we have no intel, but we can still survey the layout. Something went down over here. We've got corpses strewn all over the place. Got a guy named Bastion out here near the beach. And a manor house with Emile Fontaine, that's our employer. Along with Corazon Santiago.
Quiet as a church mouse.
So let's push up towards that manor house and see what happens. Though, of course, we'll also want to scour the beach for potentially useful resources.
They cannot hit what they cannot see.
Also, I just remembered, wisdom is also used as your perception stat, so I have made an explosives expert who is never going to be able to spot hidden traps. That is not great.
They'll never see me.
So he is going to have to become best friends with Livewire, who will go everywhere he goes, so she can point the traps out for him, and then he can, like, idiot savant his way through them. Is it ideal? No, but then again, neither is working as a mercenary.
Better to go unnoticed, yeah?
Sometimes it's more fun when you have to try to be
There
quiet.
is a villain here.
Where? Oh yeah, there he is. Conveniently sitting on a rock with his back to us.
Let's play hide and go seek, but with live ammo.
2 more, one roaming on the left, the other chatting with his buddy on the right. Thankfully, Mouse comes with an improvised silencer on her gun, which makes things slightly easier for us. In fact, that's probably something I should touch on real quick. In Jagged Alliance 3, there are not individual mod items. Rather, you can attempt to craft any mod for a weapon as long as you have the appropriate resources for it, which are generic parts and occasional rare ingredients, steel pipes, computer chips, high-power lenses, and then your chance of success is determined by your group's highest mechanical skill, in our case, Livewire. I feel like it hits a good balance between giving the player a lot of options, but also controlling the player's growth by still requiring them to loot or buy or otherwise acquire those rare ingredients. Sorry, just trying to find a knife for Mouse. Don't want to take grizzlies, though. Ooh, here we go. We'll just pass that on over. And we'll go cut this guy off.
Careful, this mouse bites. Quiet as a church mouse. Not a problem for a mouse.
Hang tight, Mouse. I just need to get the rest of the squad in position.
I shall not make a noise.
Ready. Quiet. Gonna blindside him. Running silent.
They cannot hit with
There is no active pause, so you do have to juggle multiple characters in real time, which can get harrowing.
This mouse bites.
Though it is definitely still turn-based once combat starts. In fact, outside of combat, once you start aiming at someone, it does go into slow motion, so you still have a few seconds at least.
This mouse bites.
And we're good. One down. Of course, keep in mind that stealth kills are not guaranteed. It's a percentage chance based on your character's attributes and perks.
You want me to hide? I completely
So that could have just as easily been a glancing or flesh wound. But in this case, it worked out. This site marks the spot where 5 brave French commandos held off a full company of German Kriegsmarine, giving the garrison at Fort Lou Bleu time to prepare.
This is always the best way
Neat.
to do things.
I'm good at making people ignore me.
But yeah, they did give this fictional island a storied, war-torn history, you know, to better justify all of the random weapons and armaments lying around just waiting for mercenaries to come claim them. Let's bring Mouse around. We'll have her flank these guys, that way even if she flubs the stealth kill, they'll be flushed out towards the rest of our mercenaries.
Don't think I can get away with this one.
Oh shoot, that's too far.
I'm good at making people ignore me.
Let's come up closer. But we have to fire. He's about to spot us. And we whiffed. Okay, it is on. Time for our first actual tactical firefight. Thankfully, the odds are stacked pretty heavily in our favor.
I got this one.
Oh, stop it, man!
Yes, just as planned. I know it's a bit controversial, but they do have that first turn scatter move akin to XCOM. Though they don't move until they're past the surprise phase, so you do usually have like one more action after they spot you. And various perks and traits can further influence that. Consider yourself lucky. I could have aimed lower.
What?
Hey, and there we go. We are good.
We're on our way.
I like that they added mobility moves to most of the lighter weapons, pistols, submachine guns, and so on. Moves that allow you to both move and fire simultaneously as a single action.
Let's go, yeah?
It really adds more versatility to lighter
As you
weapons
wish.
versus just always running around with assault rifles and heavier. And another slightly controversial design decision. The enemies do not drop their carried gear. There is a random chance they will drop randomized loot. But most of your gear will come from completing quests or scavenging your environment.
Nope, that's fine.
Which is why it's important to have at least one character with a decent wisdom in your crew.
No sweat.
It's not technically stealing if no one is around to call it that.
I'm not really sure that's how that works, Livewire, but I'm not going to argue because I am looting a corpse.
Garbage. Bet if I take this thing apart, not one piece will be stamped made in America.
Right. So, anyway, let's go chat this guy up.
Yes, sir. We're on it.
Ooh la la, don't shoot. I'm just a bystander here. An innocent civilian. I heard some shots fired up the hill. I came to take a look and I saw the Legion getting their asses kicked.
I want you to know that I completely believe you, but I really don't think anyone else does.
But I'm not with them. I was just, doing a bit of scavenging on the beach. Yeah, that's how I provide for my family.
Civilian. Is that so? Do all civilians around here walk around with solid gold diamond-studded necklaces and assault rifles?
That gun just for shooting squirrels, then?
Oh, you mean this gun here? It's just... it's just for protection, boss. These are dangerous times on the island.
Uh-huh. So, tell us about the Legion.
Well, that's the Patriotic Legion of Grand Chien. Quite a gang they are. I think some of them were trying to snatch that Emma girl, the president's daughter, but I guess that didn't work out.
Oh, and look at that. Wisdom actually applies in conversations. Because we have Livewire with us, she detected that he's lying. Which I don't believe my last test group figured out. Interesting. So, what do you know about Emma?
Don't know nothing, boss. I've just heard that the Major wants the girl. I guess he wishes to complete the set with her father.
And who's the Major?
Oh, well... Well, he's the leader of the Legion, of course. No one really seems to know him at all. Very mysterious figure. Very dangerous. May I go now? Please?
You may certainly not. So Emma, her father's the president, right?
You know, you're right. I think I heard something about that. But I don't know anything. I don't want to be involved in any of this, you know? Can I just go back to my family?
Something stinks here, and I'm not talking about my armpits.
Yeah, we're just doing a little digging before we confront him. So you have a family. I mean, technically, I guess we all do, but yours is local?
Oh, yes, boss. A big family over in the Rust. That's what we call the area just east of town. It's not a nice place. My boys cannot play football without tripping on old war equipment. They depend on me, you see. If I don't bring home the bacon, they don't eat. My poor family.
Is that a soccer shirt? He asked as if it were somehow relevant.
Eh ouais, Chien Sauvage, the best team in Grand Chien. Their merchandise is shit though. I asked for 13 and they printed 31.
Alright, well, fun is fun, but you're clearly with the Legion.
No. This is not true. Don't shoot me, boss. I mean, maybe I had some dealings with the Legion in the past, but who doesn't? It's a small island. Look, just let me go to my family and I will give you diamonds from my secret stash. I swear.
Well, that certainly sounds good to me. I will accept your gift of diamonds.
Bien sûr. Please, take these. I just found them on the beach, I swear. All yours now. I can go? And you won't shoot me in the back?
Yeah, get out of here, you crazy kid.
Looks like some people left some stuff.
And off he goes, no doubt to set up an ambush for us later down the line. Very exciting. But we did get diamonds, which are basic valuables we can immediately sell from our inventory to bolster our current cash reserves. I mean, we can also keep them in our inventory, but I'm not sure if there's any practical reason to do that.
Grizzly here. Let's see what we got.
Ooh, more diamonds. I'll take that.
Copy that. Yeah.
And let's check out the rest of the beach. Medical supplies are a generic resource used to restock your first aid kits and, eventually, more advanced medical gear.
Okay.
Let's move.
Of course.
Not a problem.
Okay, let's go chat up our employer.
Copy that.
All right, all right.
You, Miss Lafontaine's mess. Go on inside. They are expecting you.
Something to help us on our quest, perhaps?
Mayhaps. Livewire? And we've got intel on the Emerald Coast, I-3. That is a lot easier than using the scout action to do physical recon. I'm sorry, did you say it's impossible to open that chain link fence? Well, I guess we'll just go do something else then.
All right, all right.
Thank God you made it. I wanted to warn you, but you were already en route. Legion forces have landed on Ernier. They even tried to attack us here at the villa. I can't imagine what they want with this tiny island.
It is neither Ernie Island nor my villa they want. It is you. Perhaps they think capturing you would make your father more cooperative.
Then I'm sorry I came. I didn't mean to put anyone else in jeopardy.
Don't sweat it. You got yourself a grizzly now.
I really think you should place the blame on the enemy and not on yourself.
I really like that the mercenaries interject in conversations. It makes me want to try different weird combinations of characters just to see what sort of dialogue pops up. Though it really makes me miss the oddball misfit characters that didn't carry over, like Razor and Haywire, my go-tos in Jagged Alliance 2. Oh man, I really hope they worked Merc into the game somewhere. It's fine, Miss LaFontaine. We're mercenaries. It's what you pay us for.
I am so grateful to hear you say that. Grand Chien's own government can't do a thing to help. I am reassured by your confidence. Here, please take this as a gesture of my appreciation.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, we could gain extra loyalty by turning it down, but on the other hand, we have $0 right now because I spent it all on discount mercenaries.
Thank you so much! This is the nicest gift I have ever received for shooting at someone.
You're quite welcome. Now, as to beginning your search, I suppose questioning the Legion soldiers on Ernier about my father would be a good way for you to start. This is Corazon Santiago. She's the director of operations in Grand Chien for the Adonis Corporation. Her people encountered the Legion face to face. She will manage additional funding while you are in the field.
Oh, how nice! This is like having 2 fairy godmothers!
Hello, it is good to meet you. As Emma said, I will provide you with a cut of the proceeds from the Adonis diamond mines to help fund your mission as you liberate each one from Legion control.
Whole mines full of diamonds? Well, now you've got this girl's attention.
Oh, I like mines. Lots of little holes to hide in.
But first things first. The Legion has overrun the island, capturing the town and the old fortress. Liberating the town is essential to securing transport to the mainland. But securing the whole island will ensure you have a good base of operations. Additionally, the locals may be appreciative and give useful intel.
Anything else we should know about the Legion?
Led by a man calling himself the Major, it is the largest paramilitary group in the region. They seized all our diamond mines before my security teams could respond. They are brutal bullies, but not smart or well-trained. They should be no match for professional soldiers.
Beating up dumb bullies happens to be my favorite type of mission. This will be fun!
Thank you, Grizzly. So, who's the Major?
Perhaps the biggest warlord in Grand Chien. Not much is known about him, except that he runs the Legion like a cult of personality. He is both worshipped and feared. It's likely you'll have to deal with him directly in order to rescue my father.
Anything else you can tell us about the island?
This island is isolated and defensible, and will serve as a good launch point for missions into the Ajani River Valley. The people here are docile but resourceful. Help them, and they'll help you. Some may prove more helpful than others, I'm sure. But you should talk with as many of them as you can. They may have information that could be of use to you.
Please excuse me, I must take this. Yes.
No! Just tell them to wait! Just tell them to wait, goddammit!
My apologies. Where were we?
Did you get some bad news?
It was nothing that concerns your mission. It was simply certain logistical issues that require my attention from time to time. Again, I apologize. Do you have any further questions for us?
That was peculiar, but no, I guess not.
Good luck. Corazon and I will be keeping in touch via radio.
Super duper. Catch you on the flippy flop. I'm gonna ransack your house real quick if you don't mind. Just mercenary tradition.
What do you suppose this is?
More intel. Nice.
Not a problem.
Also, I wonder if we're supposed to smash our way into that shed out back. This is a luxury chair, not as clumsy or random as a plastic chair. An elegant piece of furniture for a more civilized age.
Let's go for a walk!
I am tempted to try to smash open that shed, but I'm not sure how they'll react, so I might test that off screen. But I think with free aim, we could take out, like, the barrels or one of the walls or something. For now, though, we will push on.
All right.
Copy that.
Let's make sure we're not missing anything else before we move to the next sector.
Let's go.
Buck.
Found something.
Ooh, flares. Okay. And I forgot to take the weapon parts.
Let's go.
There's our exit grid, so I guess we're done here.
No sweat.
On we go. with 15 minutes left on the clock, I think we've got time for a second fight. Oh, and look at that. It's showing us what the enemies are in this sector. Right, because we have Livewire in the group, and that was her trait, right? She reveals details about the enemies you're going up against as long as you have intel for the sector. Though she also has that unique PDA that increases the amount of intel you find. Into the shadows.
Me to hide? I completely brought the wrong outfit.
It's fine, Fox. You'll live. Okay, so we've got an obvious enemy camp over here. Oh, we didn't have intel for this sector. Huh. Well, we can still look at the layout. We've got an abandoned camp. We've got a bunch of scattered debris. A tower. We have an obvious
Let's play hide and go
vantage
seek,
point up this cliff here. Oh, and a local skulking in our direction.
They'll never see me, which is kind of a shame, frankly.
I want to check out that vantage point, but let's go chat up this local first.
The village is full of them. They shot Tine and took Haemimont, and I decided to sneak away. But there are more of them here. You will sneak up on them and shoot them, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the plan.
Better to go unnoticed, yeah?
Quiet as a church mouse.
Quiet.
A shame we don't have long arms, aside from Kalena's rifle. This would be a pretty ideal spot to set up.
Sneaking up on.
There is a villain here.
Oh, yep. So we do have active baddies on the far side. Let's circle wide, check out that abandoned campsite we saw. Oh, that's not a campsite, that's like a boat.
I'm good at making people ignore me.
Quiet.
Not a problem for a mouse. Ooh, come check this out.
It's not technically stealing if no one is around to call it that.
It's a leaf, Livewire.
Sometimes it's more fun
I don't
when
think
you have
anyone's
to
gonna
try
miss
to be
it.
quiet.
Running silent.
We have baddies at the center. That makes sense. That was the most obvious cover, aside from the camp itself and that
Sneaking up on them.
obvious lookout tower. Okay, that's the Emerald Coast. That's the location we have intel for. That and the village of Ernie. We'll have to do some scouting when we get the chance, because there are certain resources and opportunities that will only pop up in tiles like this one if you successfully recon or get intel on them.
To try to be quiet.
We've got bad guys ahead.
Not a problem for a mouse.
Okay, we've got two in center, one up here. The isolated goon is good for a stealth kill. Let's tuck ourselves in this underbrush.
Keeping it quiet.
Quiet as a church mouse.
What is taking Bastian's boys so long? I think I heard more gunshots. They were supposed to just sneak past the guards and kidnap the bitch.
Take it easy. They probably sneaked in, then shot them. Then I guess maybe they shot some more of them or shot them again, just to be sure.
What if someone sneaks up on us just like that?
Never happened. We are way too smart for that.
Yes, clearly.
I'm good at making people ignore me.
So anyway, I am going to sneak up at... Oh.
Careful. This mouse bites.
Wait, no, he's not on alert. Why did he shout? What, did you stub your toe?
What?
Ah, I see.
Good chance at a sneak attack here.
Enemy spotted!
Well, oh boy. Here I go killing again. We've got the advantage of surprise for at least one more shot. Let's make it count.
What's the word?
Nice. And they know we're here. Guards scatter. But we can work with this.
Not a snowball's chance in hell. Got him right where I want him.
Disarm. Nice. Not sure we'll actually be able to kill them all, so
Mouse here.
maiming is the next best thing.
I got this one.
What?
We'll have Rhett run and gun. Hey!
That's how we do it.
Yeah, not too shabby. Rhett may be dumber than a bag of bricks, but he is certainly good at inflicting trauma. Which, to be fair, I suppose is something a bag of bricks is also good at. Kalina. We'll save her shot.
What's on your mind? I could do this blindfolded and tied up. Not the first person's mind I've blown.
I love you.
They cannot hit what they cannot see.
Alright, live wire. Live wire's not very mobile. We could go Overwatch, but that's not going to do us much good at this range. Yeah, that barely reaches. We'll have to push up. No luck. He's over a little further.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yes?
And Kalina will go on Overwatch. The Overwatch cone on a rifle like hers is much longer and narrower, so it's ideal for this situation.
I will watch over our party.
Oh, boo. Nice combat roll, dude.
Forward! For the Legion!
Hello, evildoers! We are here to vanquish you!
Yeah, I'm gonna stab you now. Nothing personal. I just hate you.
Repositioning. We haven't dealt with all of them yet. Nobody get careless.
Let's go for a walk.
That combination of banter. Nobody got careless now. Let's go for a walk. I gotta say, Kalina lays it on thick, but she has gotten more laughs out of me than any other character thus far.
They'll never see me. Which is kind of a shame, frankly.
This is always the best way to do things.
There's some loot in here.
But yeah, according to the info we saw on the way in, we should have 2 more baddies around here somewhere. Probably in that camp over there. 1 goon and 1 sniper.
Moving. Yes?
Oh, we can just go up this way. No reason to choke point ourselves on the bridge then.
Let's play hide and go seek, but with live ammo.
Okay.
We'll set up behind these barriers here.
Careful. This mouse bites.
Sometimes it's more fun when you have to try to be quiet. Get ready. They're here.
Here's our goon. Where's our sniper? Oh, is he in the tower?
Little, I would hide from everyone.
He is not, but... Oh, there he is. Well, I mean, if they're not going to use it, then I will.
What? Moving. Quiet.
Not a problem for a mouse. Quiet as a church mouse.
Let's wait for a little distance between the goon and the sniper. We don't want to alert him if we don't have to. Go.
I'm good at making people ignore me. As long as there isn't a cat nearby, I should be able to get away with this.
Stabby, stabby.
Okay.
Intruders!
Oh.
Alarm!
All right, Kalina, it's all you.
Making this shot would be like something out of a fairy tale.
Uh-huh. Oh, my. Yes, I too recall the fairy tale where a man's head exploded like a ripe melon.
Kalina here.
Gotta say, that was pretty messed up. Ooh, another rifle. Let's toss that to Livewire. She has a lower marksmanship, but she's too valuable to risk on the front lines. And as a bonus, we can hand her spare pistol off to Fox. She's ambidextrous, so she can dual wield with reduced penalty.
Presently in attendance. Fine.
Yes, sir. We're on it. Not a problem.
We should take a closer look at
Oh,
this.
nice. Cash money.
It's locked. And no, I can't just scoot under it.
We have lockpicks, right? Yes.
Livewire here. Presently in attendance.
Oh, AK-47. Don't mind if I do. Oh, wait, is that the only 16 bullets we have for it there? You know what, this thing's in pretty bad shape. Let's hold off until we can get it fixed up and stockpile more ammo.
Moving out? Yeah.
This is interesting. Having a character like Livewire with high wisdom really makes a lot more hidden objects pop.
Let's get moving.
I only saw like half of these in my test campaign.
Let's go for a walk.
We copy.
Alright, folks. I wanted to make our team and clear 2 sectors, and mission accomplished. Just under the wire, too. Obviously, I'd love to play more, and I do plan on getting us out to at least the end of this starter island, the Isle of Ernie. But sadly, we are out of time today. At least if I want to get this video up in any sort of even remotely timely fashion. That said, I do plan on doing at least 2 more episodes. We've got 4 sectors ahead of us, so I'm figuring 2 sectors per episode. And then beyond that, it's really going to be up to you guys, whether or not you want to see more. And man, let me tell you, there is more, because as with any proper Jagged Alliance game, there are many, many sectors for us to conquer. And that's just the surface level. Some of them also have subterranean levels. So yeah, hopefully this was enough to give you a taste and get you excited for the game's launch tomorrow. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and if you've got any questions, feel free to voice them. I'll try to answer them, though I am by no means an expert. And we will pick up here next time. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible. Including but not limited to Revenant, Alois, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, EV23, EgonAlter, Emile, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Rowan Church, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you can even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.
I want you to know that I completely believe you, but I really don't think anyone else does.